For decades now, Cunard Line has been known for its enrichment and event voyages. From special guest lecturers to royal rendezvous to movie premieres, the 185-year-old shipping brand offers an array of themed cruises and transatlantic crossings each year. So with 2025 now in full swing, let's look at the biggest and best Cunard event voyages coming this year, so you can work out which special event voyage you'd most like to be on. I'm maritime history author and lecturer Chris Frame, and thanks so much for joining me. Let's start with the Queen Anne, which is going to spend the first 3 months of 2025 on its maiden world cruise. The voyage will take Queen Anne around the globe, with maiden calls at New York, Miami, the Panama Canal, Auckland, Sydney, Hong Kong, Cape Town, and Tenerife, to name just a few of the places she's visiting. I'm particularly excited for this trip as I'll be on board as a guest speaker during the New Zealand leg of the voyage. Having last been on board Queen Anne during her maiden voyage back in May of last year, I'm keen to experience how this new Cunard ship is performing after being in service for a few months. The 2010-built Queen Elizabeth is completing its final Australian cruise season before relocating to the Caribbean later this year. For the past few years, Queen Elizabeth has hosted the Great Australian Culinary Voyage, and this year the event cruise will sail to Tasmania between the 6th and the 11th of February. Special guest Matt Moran, a well-known Australian TV chef and restaurateur, will headline a team of Aussie food personalities, providing enrichment for guests on board. Cunard's 2004-built flagship Queen Mary II will be the host ship for the 2025 Film Festival at Sea. Sailing from the 8th to the 15th of March, this westbound transatlantic crossing is taking place during a time when QM2 is usually on her world cruise. But with Queen Anne on the world cruise circuit this year, QM2 is able to do more transatlantic crossings. The Film Festival crossing is in partnership with the BFI and will feature film screenings in Illuminations, QM2's 3D cinema and planetarium. QM2 will also host the 185th anniversary transatlantic crossing event, another voyage that I'm really excited about, as I'll be on board as a headline guest speaker alongside Dr. Stephen Payne, the designer of the Queen Mary II, who I've spoken to a number of times on this channel. You can check out all the videos with Stephen in the links below. The voyage sails from the 24th of June to the 1st of July, so just a few days ahead of the actual anniversary of Britannia's maiden departure on the 4th of July 1840. However, it may interest you to know that back in May of 1840, Cunard's first ever ship, the Unicorn, sailed across the Atlantic to commence the first ever Cunard voyage before Britannia even entered service. Unicorn was a smaller steamer that Cunard Line had purchased to run a ferry service in Canada, and by June 1840 she was causing quite a stir with the local press in both Halifax and Boston, creating great interest in the new steamship service. Dany Atlantic will take place on board Queen Mary II from the 8th to the 15th of August 2025 and sees Cunard partner with the English National Ballet. There will be ballet classes held in the Royal Court Theatre and performances aboard the ship during this transatlantic crossing. September 3 to 10 will see Queen Mary II welcome the United Kingdom's National Symphony Orchestra on board for a series of performances in the Royal Court Theatre, while the following month, the Voyage du Vin will set sail aboard the 2007-built Queen Victoria. This cruise from the 13th to the 24th of October features talks and tastings from wine experts and is hosted in partnership with Corney & Barrow, one of the oldest independent wine merchants in the United Kingdom. Queen Mary II is home to the final 2 event voyages of 2025, with the Transatlantic Fashion Week crossing from the 31st of October to the 7th of November, and then the Literary Festival at Sea from the 8th to the 15th of December. This video is brought to you by me and my new book, The Evolution of the Passenger Ship. In The Evolution of the Passenger Ship, we've brought years of research together to create a book that takes you on a journey from the earliest sailing ships right the way through to the modern behemoths that we see today. The Evolution of the Passenger Ship is available at all good bookshops, and if you buy a copy, you help us by supporting the channel. Thanks so much, and now back to the video. Both the Fashion Week Voyage and the Literary Festival are eastbound crossings from New York to Southampton. So which Cunard event voyage are you most excited about, and are you booked on any of them? Let me know in the comments below. And we recently hit 35,000 subscribers, so a huge thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. If you like this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button to join the crew. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I hope to see you on board, maybe even on a Cunard event voyage.